Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
So one thing I want today I am allowing only guests. So next class I am not allowing. Keep in mind. So you need to open your institute email ID and join from institute email ID. Today I am allowing so many guests. That means it may be your father or maybe any guardian. So will not allow. So only you are eligible to join from your institute email. And it is difficult to allow me every time in the in between class. You see, yeah, okay, you can see one thing here. If I share the screen, then you can. So every time it is coming like this. Yeah, I should admit Nikhil. So, yeah, it is difficult for me. And but if you join from institute email ID, there is no allowing thing. That means you need to allow not like that. No need to allow me. You can join automatically. So Nikhil, please you join from next class from your institute email ID. Don't join from other email ID. Okay. So what I am talking, we are going to. I am going to discuss about integral calculus. In integral calculus, it has mainly mean value theorem, improper integral, and beta gamma function, and some application of definite integral. Here, the calculus, we know that calculus is mainly we can say differential calculus, integral calculus, vector calculus. Three parts we can see. But here we are going to discuss integral calculus. One thing keep in mind, your exam is coming very quickly. Okay, so please.
Not coming.
Not
We are
clear,
not
sir.
able to get you.
Voice is very low, sir.
Yes, sir.
So your internet is lagging so much.
Yes, sir. Is there any net issue with you?
Yes.
So please turn on the
It's one
Yes,
again.
sir, please turn off your
So mute us all, sir.
Hmm?
Please
One
mute
minute, just wait.
sir, kindly mute all participants, sir. We cannot hear you.
Yes, sir. किसका साउंड हो रहा है?
Everyone.
Can you hear me now? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Mute everyone, sir.
I have started
Mute everyone,
recording.
sir.
You can see.
Please mute participants. Sir, please mute all participants.
Yes, sir. Please mute all
Yes,
participants.
sir. Mute all parties.
Please don't mute.
Okay.
Because
Okay. I'm doing.
my sound is not.
Sir, can you record this class?
That can be written in the chat box.
पढ़ाई चालू कहाँ आज रिकॉर्डिंग होगा?
क्या हो रहा?
Yes. Now you have muted all, so you can't talk now. But if you any problem, you just set me. Okay. So that I can understand if you have any problem from your side. So I am going to start integral calculus, and it has mainly improper integral. Main function of here beta and gamma function. Few students already know this beta and gamma function, and this after that we'll try to understand the application of this definite integral. Now let us start. What is that this definite integral? You are probably familiar, but still we are going to go. We are discussing again, and this improper integral. So proper integral in row. So let us start with proper integral. That means suppose any integration something like this, integration over a to b, f of x or dx. And this suppose this f of x is called integrand. And if this f of x is continuous, number one, f of x is continuous, and suppose f of x is positive. Okay, I'm taking suppose f of x is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to in the closed interval a. So you are familiar with this closed interval a comma b. Now we can, so what this gives this integration. One thing is that okay, to do this, suppose if we ask this is suppose a rectangle with this is length is L and wide is W. So this 2. Now if we ask what is the area of this region, then you can directly say that the area is LW. And how this area comes, that means how this formula came. You have now probably not asked before. Easily, generally the area, you did so many practical applications that if we consider like this the area, length into y, then it is suitable to calculate so many real applications. Now, if someone asks like this, so the area is not our this comfort zone area. This area may be like this, something like this. So if we ask, and some length are given, suppose this length and this length and this length, different length of these arcs are given. Now, if we ask what is the area of this region, so this one you can say that area A equal to this, nice. But what is area here? It's not easy. So to find this type of area, we can use this integration or integral calculus. So let us start with a discussion of this and how do you mean by this integration. So let us give one graph and we can understand from graph that we are going to do something like this, a f of x dx. So here this integration actually this a is a to b, it gives the limit of x equal to a to b. And graphically if we take like this, so here a x equal to a and here suppose x equal to b, and in this is origin, you are familiar with this Cartesian coordinate, and this x is taken x equal to a to b, and f of x y equal to, we take as a graph y equal to f of x, and suppose this is continuous and it is positive, so this graph will be up or up. So something like this, the graph is like this. Now we know that x equal to a, so here x equal to a gives a straight line parallel to y-axis, like this, and x equal to b parallel to y-axis, this one, x equal to b and x equal to b. And now we are dividing this length. So this a to b, mainly it is b minus a, this length we take, the length is from A to B is B minus A, and we have taken is A less than B, and suppose A, we can take negative, but here suppose A, we are taking just for graphically, we are taking A greater than or equal to 0. If negative, we need little bit like this. We are dividing this is different parts like this: parallel straight lines parallel to y-axis, and we are denoting this x0, a equal to x0, and this is x1, this is x2, dotted. Last one is xn, xn equal to b. So we are dividing this length a to b is n parts, small parts. So in each this length, we can the length of this division is something like this: x I plus 1 minus xi. So here xi, and here this one is xi plus 1. So length of this part, suppose this point to this point, it is difficult to small see those who are watching in mobile. Still try to understand this point. We are taking this definition difference from this xi plus 1 minus xi. This length, actually this from x on the x-axis. And suppose any point inside this xi plus 1 and xi is suppose zeta I. Any point we are taking inside this. So if we bigger this part, it is something like this. This is xi, this is xi plus 1, and here any point it is zeta. You see, if we put this zeta in this function y equal to f of xy, then we are getting actually something like this: f of zeta. And this zeta, since we have just have taken this f of xi, f of x is greater than or equal to 0 in AB, in the interval x in AB, we have assumed this. Without assuming, we can do, but since our simplicity, we are taking this. And this f of zeta I gives some height. That means it is going to, since we have considered it is positive, so it is going above part of the x-axis. So this height is like this. So basically, it is coming like this point. This is f of zeta. Fine. Now you see, if we take this length into this f of zeta I, so this part, this one gives the area of this region, this strip. We say this one is a strip. So one thing is that those who are in the non-English medium students, they can feel little bit difficult for this first semester, but be patient. You are almost equally after one semester, and you try to understand. Those who are non-English medium students, try to understand and take some books, and you make some more effort. You will go equal with other students. But you need to understand English, at least English language. Okay, so now this area, this is the area this gives. And suppose same thing if we do for all divisions, this division, and all these divisions. And then we can just sum it, sum up for all. So you can take I equal to 0, equal to 0 to n minus 1. For n minus 1, you can see here I have taken n, and which last one it will go xn minus xn minus 1. So we should take it as n minus 1. So this is summation. And you see, first only this part, when we are not taking summation, this gives only area. And here you also see we are multiplying something like this f of x into dx. So and then this integration means basically summation. We are summing all these multiplication and small pieces will be. And to do the accuracy, that means here we are taking a rectangle, some average. This top part is going some average. So that part, to neglect that average part, we can take this division. We can divide in finite parts. Is very small quantity. So average out, it will be the error part will go to 0. So to do that, we do something like this. This n can take limit n tends to infinity, summation over equal to 0 to n minus 1. We can take all are positive, since we have taken positive, so no need to take modular. Now this summation gives the dot for all area, and this is denoted by actually this integration over a to b f of x dx. So what we have taken here, this function f of x integrand should be continuous, and this f of x greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to ab. And now if this not happen, what will happen? So you are and we have taken another is this a and b are any real number, finite real number. You have taken this real region, you have taken a comma b belongs to some real number this, and another condition is a less than b. So if this if this our comfort zone, that means if these conditions are satisfied, this f of x is continuous, f of x greater than or equal to 0, and this limit e and b are finite, then we call this is proper integral. We did it different times in class, that means last 2 or 4 years. So many integrations you have solved. And some students was bored that we are solving so many integrations, how we do, and some students already enjoy it. Almost all students are enjoyed those who are in this class. But you need to know another thing is that, and outside of that problems, that is, so if we take just two sets, one set is this integration we can solve, and another set is these integrations we can't solve. This can't solve set is more bigger than this we can solve. So whatever you have solved the differential equation, integrations, this integrations, that set is far smaller than the set where the integration is available, where we can't solve. We need to solve. We need other techniques. That means there is no accurate answer. We can go near about the answer. That means we call it is numerical solution. We'll learn later on. But here, this analytic solution, one is numerical solution, and you are solved here this analytic solution. You did in last 2 years or last 4 years. Here we are going to do again analytical solution in the same step, but little bit outside of your comfort zone. So one thing is that here, if f of x is not continuous, then what will happen? And why f of x is necessary? You see, just one graphically I am trying to give idea. Suppose if f of x is not continuous, then it may be happen here. So somewhere here some break according to do this break. And then if it is break, then we can't bound to fully. That means to find the area, we need the close area. If it is open area, how can I find the area? It will go infinite. So that's why we need the continuity. So now depend on this continuity part. So behavior of this continuity, we can solve some. If it is not continuous, we can solve or we can find some integration depend on the type of continuity we are going to do. But another thing is that suppose the integration this limit a is infinite minus infinite or b is infinite. Then what will be the problem? What's problem we are facing? So we need to take care about that. Here you see we have taken here this integration gives the continuous curve y equal to f of x under the curve y equal to f of x above the x-axis and bounded by two straight lines x equal to a and x equal to b. These area gives. But one thing is you see if b tends to infinite, then this right side goes to the infinite area. Can we reach it is finite area or if this area is goes to infinite? Let us check it. That's actually we call this improper integral. So improper integral means I repeat. So two cases can be happen. F of x is discontinuous in infinite number of points. F of x is discontinuous, case number one. And another case is that suppose a and b are not finite. This limit a or b or both are infinite. Then we called this improper integral. So how we solve these improper integrals? And this the special type of this improper integral is example is beta and gamma function. That you have done a little bit. So without this taking limits, so I'm discussing one by one. So then we can divide this improper integral. We can divide types. We can do is different types. So for example, like this in
Yes, sir.
we can divide something like this. It is two types. So one is depend on the limit. So no need to remember these things, but you will just division you need to understand. So depend on limit. Okay, I'm not giving the name, just giving the characteristic. Depend on the limit, that is A and B depend on A and B, and it is depend on continuity. It will depend on f of x, continuous. And again, we can divide these three parts, something like this. Again, we are dividing this. No need to. So three parts means one thing is that suppose when b is infinite, b equal to infinite, and a is infinite, and again here a is minus infinite and b is infinite, and here both are infinite, a equal to minus infinity, b equal to infinity. So how we solve this type of integration, we'll try to do. And here suppose this is discontinuous at the point a, discontinuous at the point b, discontinuous at the point both a and b. We'll try to understand like this. It's not difficult, but we need to just idea about the solution, how we solve this integration. So here generally we say something like this: type 1, type 2, and after that we say here again type. If we say here type 1, type 2, no need to remember or this one is type 1 and this one is type 2, but you need to just classify how we handle this type of problem. So here, so one thing is that suppose this type of integration f of, so okay, let us discuss before discussing this one, let us take an example. So for example like this, dx over 1 minus x, x is 0 to 1. Okay. Can we solve this? Can we solve this differential equation? Here you see the integrand whatever your knowledge, so keep in mind, whatever your knowledge, that means you directly integrate and put this limit and you are getting some finite value. So sometimes it will be happen easily and it will get, but logically it is wrong. So you should care about the logical part. Whatever you did, or your assumption was that f of x, that means integrand, here integrand is f of x equal 1 minus x. And this integrand should be continuous in the interval, this a to b. Here interval is a is 0 and b equal to 1. So here a equal to 0, b equal to 1. Now, you see, when x equal to 1, it is going to infinite. Right? Infinite as x equal to 1. So it is difficult. That means it is not continuous. Function in f of x is not continuous at x equal to 1. So you, according to our knowledge, that means in proper integration, this is not a proper integration. We should follow the improper way. So what can we do? Okay, this is actually this type of problem, that is right side type problem. We should discuss first left side problem. So for example, suppose we want to do integration like this. Integration over 0 to infinity x dx. What is the value of this? So this is again improper integral. So we should take care for that. Okay. So before this type of a problem we are going to handle for this improper integral. To discuss these 6 types, that means this type 1 3 parts and type 2 3 parts, and just giving idea the theory part, then I'll take some examples and we'll conclude our class. So here now in between so we are type 1 is taking these cases. So if like this is a to infinity f of x dx. And suppose this f of integrand f of x is continuous in this interval a to b. Then this improper integral can be concluded like this. We'll take like this integration. So we'll take any infinite value, integration over a to capital B. F of b is any finite value. Now you can integrate because it is converted to proper, and then we'll take like this limit. After solving this one, limit b tends to infinity. That means before integration, we'll take the limit finite. After integration, this finite value will take the limit b tends to infinity. And if this integration, so you see, first integrating is it. If we are integrate, after integration, we'll take this limit, and this limit, if this limit is exist, so sometimes you know that limit does not exist. So my question is, if limit exists and finite, so if limit exists and finite, then we call this improper integral is exists. That means in this we can solve this improper integral, and the solution of this improper integral is the value of the limit. Whatever we are getting, that is actually the value of this integration. Okay, this is actually first part of the type 1. So that means b is infinite. And now if a is, that means this is one type, another type, so similar type actually, all are coming similar. So if like this, integration over minus infinity to b, some integrand f of x and dx. Suppose we want to integrate, and since this limit is infinite, again we will take like this integration over a to b f of x dx. We integrate this first, and then we will take limit a tends to minus infinity. And if this limit exists and finite, then we call this integration is exist and finite exist, and so the value of this integration is the value of this limit. Fine. And if this limit does not exist, then we call this integrand. This integration is not converse. Because it is not conversing, it is going to infinite. Okay. So this is another type, and this third type is, you may guess, third type is something like this. Both limit are infinite. F of x dx. Fine. So how can we solve this one? Okay, 804 students. I am taking attendance. So one thing is, keep in mind, those who are joining from outside the institute email ID, this attendance also it's difficult because I am unable to guess. So next class I will not allow from your personal email ID, or you should join through your institute email ID. So many students want to talk with me. I'll allow after a few minutes. So please wait. And some settings are there. Anyway, okay. So, okay, now this equal to, we can just take divided by, we can take any point in between minus infinity to infinity. In our simplicity, we can take it is at the point 0. So if we take like this, minus infinity to 0, f of x dx plus integration 0 to infinity, it is not minus, plus infinity f of x dx. So here you see, we can solve this problem. This part is converted to this this part, and this part is converted to this first part. And both are exist, both limits are exist, then we call this integration is exist, and the value of these both, sum of these both in limit is the value of this integration. This is one case of improper integral. So this is type 1, whatever we are discussing, this one. And second type is also here, we are going to give some examples also later on. So discussing the second part. So here, limit is finite a to b, but this f of x dx, this integrand f of x is not continuous at the point a, suppose. So for example, we have discussed this example. This is not continuous at the point b. You see, okay. So let us start with b. And then what do we do? Then, so if okay, this is number 1. This f of x is not continuous at x equal to b. Then what do we do? We just take like this, integration over a to b minus epsilon. That means we are just little bit decreasing, that means from b. And except that one, we are taking this integration. You see, so just for previous example, if we just minus epsilon, that means little bit will be delete of this integral, this interval, then we can integrate this one. So we'll do like this. And after taking that, this integration, we just take again limit epsilon tends to 0. And if this limit is, so after integration, if this limit is finite, exist and finite, this limit is exist and finite, then we call this integration, value of the integration is exist and value of this integration is this value of the limit. This is number one. Number two is similar. So number two in the type 2, number 1, number 2. If the something like this, a to b f of x dx, and this f of x is not continuous at the point a. So we need to omit this a,
Baba আছে
and then we need to calculate.
Baba
So what we will do? We just take
একটু
like this
চার্জ দিতে
integration
বলো
over
ল্যাপটপে
a
চার্জ
to
দিতে হলো
b f of x dx. To
তাই তো
omit the
জিজ্ঞেস
point a,
করলাম
we just add here delta. Some value we will add. So then if we add here, since limit is something like this is a, this is b. So if we add something, that means we will consider from this point to this point, and this a will be omitted. So in lower part we need to addition, upper part we need to subtraction, because right side we are deleting. And then we take this limit delta goes to 0 after integration. In same way, if this limit exists and finite, then the value of this integration is the value of this limit. And last case, case number 3, is if suppose this a to b f of x dx, and this integrand is not continuous at the point, some point c. This integrand f of x is not continuous at c, in between belongs to, suppose, open interval a. So what we can do, we just use your tricky point from just previous one. So suppose at the point a it is not not continuous. So what can we do? We do something like this. This equal to, we can write a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx. We know that this equal to this. You did just previous plus 10 plus 2. You did this one. And this equal to this. And now this one, it is converted to just first part. And this one, it is converted to second part. So we apply first part in the things. This one we will apply this one, and this one we will apply this. For this case, fine. These are the 6 cases for improper integral we need to solve. Now the problem is, okay, we need to discuss another thing is that, so if suppose this integrand f of x is not continuous with some different points, suppose point at the point a, at the point c, and at the point b, what do we do? You just apply all 4 cases will come out of these 3 cases. Or suppose this f of x is not continuous in between some finite points, suppose 5 points at the point c1, at the point c1, c2, c3, c4, c5. This is something like this, less than. They all are belongs to AB. Then how can we handle it? We easily handle something like this. We can break it 5 parts or 6 parts. 6 parts, and then we will handle individually. And the answer is, if all limits are exist, then this limit of this function is integration is exist. Otherwise, fine. Now let us take one example. Okay. Let us take this example. So suppose this one, evaluate the integration over 0 to infinity without writing this. This is positive infinity dx over 1 plus x square. And this is it. Suppose we try to solve this one. How do we do? One thing is that keep in mind, when you are writing in the copy, so some students are mixing these two. So infinity is something like this, and alpha is something like this. So don't mix. This is alpha and this is infinity. So infinity means it is going to meet somewhere. But alpha is not going to meet these two sides. It is going to different. Okay. So don't mix these two symbols. Okay. Now anyway. Okay. How do we solve this one? Here, what we'll do, just we take like this equal to integration over 0 to a to b. We take upper b and dx over 1 plus x square. And then we'll take limit b tends to infinity. And now this equal to limit b tends to infinity. What is this integration? Okay. Tan inverse x. Then 0 to b. And this equal to limit b tends to infinity tan inverse b minus tan inverse is minus 0 and tan 0 0, so you can take it as 0. So we are getting this equal to limit b tends to infinity tan inverse b, and this is equal to, you know that this is pi by 2. Fine. So this integration, this limit is finite and exists. So the value of this integration is pi by 2. And one thing is that, so some students are confusing here, and in exam also, almost all students, that is few students doing directly without taking this limit. So without taking this limit, if you do, the answer maybe sometimes it is same, but logically it is wrong. So don't do directly with this limit. Be careful of that. So let us conclude. Let us take us one more example, and we should conclude today's class. And then I'll allow to talk to me if you have any questions. So let us continue the same problem in just changing the limit. So suppose this integration over 0 to minus infinity dx over 1 plus x square. So how do we do? This one we can do like this, integration over minus infinity to 0 f of x means here. Okay, integration over minus infinity to 0 dx over 1 plus x square plus 0 to infinity dx over 1 plus x square. And this part we already did. This is pi by this part, right side we did already pi by 2. The right side we will get left side also will get this. If you do same type of calculation, you will get pi by 2. And right side we already done this pi by 2. So it is going to answer is pi. The answer for this one. We have taken just type 1 limit case, and without limit case also they are available. You need to solve. I'll share some PDF so that you can see some problem and you can solve the problem. And regarding book, you can, I'll give some books. One book you can see Integral Calculus, Ghosh Maiti. You can see it is actually West Bengal's book. So I don't know in all over India. Yeah, you can get it is all over India. Ghosh Maiti. You can see if you are. So if you can try also soft copy if available, you can collect. Okay, that's all today. That's all for today. So, any questions or comments? Setting you can write, or I'm giving just okay. Yeah, someone written time over. I know. We are here for that. I am allowing you, speaker. No, I'm not allowed to.
Sir,
Yes. Okay, one thing is that
so
those
in this
who have
class,
no
recording
questions,
going on. Staff
Sir, will
what
you
will come?
please
Those who have no questions, no comment in the mail.
sir, will you please explain in brief that what is the difference between proper and improper integral?
Then what is the difference between the proper and improper integral, sir?
Okay, one thing is that, yeah, so
Sir,
your question, keep silence, please.
Please call the
The question is that what is the difference between proper integral and improper integral?
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Okay. So here you follow.
Yes, sir. Difference between proper and improper integral.
Proper integral means here this function. So quickly if we say whatever you did in the class 10 plus 2, it is proper integral. And whatever you are doing now, it is improper integral, something like this. So now I am going more specific. So improper means this either this limit is infinite, either a infinite or b infinite, or if this integrand is discontinuous. With function.
Sir, in the last case, sir. Sir, in the last case, can we do like that? Recording going on.
In the last case,
Sir, in the example, what is
Yes, sir. In
B
the last
stands
case,
for?
can we do like that? Minus b to a, where b limit in simultaneously we will put limit b tends to minus infinity and a tends to
okay,
infinity.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Sir.
In this case, you are saying no, this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ
In
वैसे ही
the
करना
Sir, what is
One
B
by
stands for
one.
in previous example?
Mhm.
So you gave
तो
example
सर
integration 0 to 1, 1 by 1 minus x dx. What is the answer of it, sir? Integration of 0 to 1, 1 by 1 minus x dx.
Okay, okay. Just you are asking for
This
this.
question, sir. Yeah,
This
sir.
is not
Yeah. What is
continuous
the answer?
function.
1%.
So what is the answer of this one? Let me say. Let me say.
So it is not finite limits, sir.
No,
Limit.
Limit exists, but it is
Integrand
not
is not
finite.
continuous at the point
Not
1.
Ah, sir.
Okay.
Limit exists, but it can't be finite.
So what we will do? Just I am solving this. So 6 from 0 to 1 dx. I have taken actually randomly this problem. From 0 to 1. Yes.
Sir.
So this equal we should take limit
Integral can
tends to 0,
three chapters simultaneously.
1 minus epsilon dx over 1 minus x. And this equal to
Yes, sir, it is log of 1 by 1 minus x.
limit epsilon tends to 0 log of
1 by 1 minus
1 minus x here minus. Okay. And then we take
Mod
0.
of 1 minus x, no, sir.
Yeah, you can say that. 1 minus epsilon.
Sir, answer is once.
Let me just another 2 lines. Limit epsilon tends to 0 minus log of
Yes, sir. Answer is
epsilon. Is it fine? And plus 0 log 1 0. Is it? And you see what is the limit of this one?
One. Sir, we'll multiply and divide by epsilon, sir.
Why divided by epsilon?
Then we can write e log is a 1 by e, sir. Then we can use.
No, I have taken here minus.
Sir, there will no minus value, sir.
Fine.
Sir, we can provide limit x.
What is the limit?
1, sir. Minus of log e limit epsilon z to 0 into 1 only. Sir, first we'll multiply and divide by h, sir.
Infinity.
Multiply and divide by e.
Then if it
Just
is
doing like this.
Hello, sir.
This is
Infinity.
going to be plus
Infinity.
infinity. Okay. So the limit does not exist.
Their voice is not audible.
Yeah. So this integrand is divergent. So this integration,
The infinity is not.
the integration is divergent. Yes.
Sir, how minus sign came, sir?
Now minus sign, this minus sign.
Yes, sir.
Then 1 minus x. 1 minus x.
Can you speak properly? Yeah, yeah. You should explain. Anyway, okay, let me
Sir,
go.
please
Sir,
share the
can you
PDF
please
to this class.
Sir, will you please
Sir,
share
PDF share.
these pages from you explained us in
sir,
Please,
Yes,
can
sir.
you
Next
please
class
1 minute,
also,
1 minute.
sir.
Just please 1 minute. See, please go.
sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Please keep silence. 1 minute. 1 minute. Please listen me. Please listen me. Here you see different teachers are teaching different things, and if you go here, left side mathematics 1, MSc 01, SB integral calculus, I am teaching this one, and if you click this one, you will get this link. And I am sharing today. You go below here. I am sharing this today's written write up. Whatever I have written, I'll share here. You can download from here. And PDF I am sharing within 1 or 2 days.
In this class, recording going on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, recording is going on. I am stopping. You can fully record.
Sir, sir, I have a doubt, sir.
So can you please explain divergence and convergence?
Sir, can you share these notes that you have written to explain us?
So please explain the one. Divergence and convergence.
And another thing is that
Sir,
you
sir,
can
can
mail
you,
me. You whatever your question, you can mail me. I'll try to answer.
sir, can you please open the first page of it, sir?
First page of,
Sir, next class is about to start, sir.
and I'm sharing this slide. You will get it.
Can we leave, sir?
Yes, you can leave. You can leave. Okay. Thank you.
There
Thank you
is
all.
no second class.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. So much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.